Royal snub, Camilla's brutal analysis of Princess Diana exposed. Camilla Parker Bowles was all too aware of Lady Diana Spencer when she first started dating Prince Charles, and explosive tell-all accounts shed light on her incredibly blunt analysis of the bride-to-be. Charles and Camilla's relationship has an unconventional history to say the least. They dated in the 70s, but it was only a brief love affair that ended when the Prince of Wales toured the Caribbean with the Royal Navy and returned to find her engaged to Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973. Charles was heartbroken, and history tells us he never truly moved on. He first met Diana in 1977, when she was just 16, while he was dating her sister, Lady Sarah Spencer. In 1980, Diana was a guest at a country weekend and, in between playing polo, Charles started taking an interest in her as a potential bride. Before proposing in 1981, Charles courted Diana in London for several months, albeit with his friend Camilla an ever-present influence. Her marriage to Mr. Parker Bowles had failed to stop the heir to the throne from spending extended periods of time with his first true love. The Prince of Wales was named godfather to their son, Tom Parker Bowles, and the family remained close to the royals. Ironically, some believe it was Camilla who encouraged Charles' relationship with Diana, mistakenly thinking she would be a malleable presence in his life. Tina Brown recalls a conversation with Camilla's former brother-in-law Richard Parker Bowles in her 2007 book The Diana Chronicles. She notes that Camilla initially encouraged the relationship between Charles and Diana because she thought Diana was gormless. Ms. Brown's comments in a 1985 Vanity Fair article expand on this further. She notes how Camilla characterized Diana as the blushing little Spencer girl and describes how, by 1980, Charles was under ever-increasing pressure to marry from his family and the press. Ms. Brown writes, "His family wanted it. The public wanted it. Like the last Prince of Wales, he liked to confide in married women, and his two favorites, Lady Tryon and Camilla Parker Bowles, wanted it. They had met the blushing little Spencer girl and deduced she was not going to give them any trouble. Prince Charles was exhausted. He proposed." Camilla's intrinsic link to Charles and Diana's relationship did not stop there, though. As royal author Anthony Holden points out, where, after all, did Charles propose to Diana? Beside the cabbage patch in the Parker Bowles' back garden. Charles even chose Andrew Parker Bowles to be head of security for his wedding to Diana, thereby ensuring Camilla would be in a prominent position during the service. Former royal butler Paul Burrell recalls how Diana, knowing the importance of Camilla to Charles, could not help but look for her as she walked down the aisle of St. Paul's Cathedral to greet her husband-to-be. In 2012 book The Duchess of Cornwall, Camilla's Story and Secrets, author Jessica Jane suggests Camilla never saw Diana as a threat and felt that the late princess could be someone she could manipulate. Although initially remaining faithful, both Charles and Diana went on to have affairs. In 1994, the Prince of Wales admitted to adultery and claimed his affair with Camilla Parker Bowles started in earnest in 1986. Speaking candidly about Camilla, Diana famously quipped in a 1995 BBC Newsnight interview that there were three of us in this marriage, so it was quite crowded. In 1996, Charles and Diana filed for divorce, just 1 year before the Princess of Wales' tragic death. Prince Charles eventually married Camilla in 2005. Princess Diana allegedly threatened Prince Charles to take her own life, biographer says. Princess Diana allegedly threatened Prince Charles that she would take her own life. It's not a secret that the Prince and late Princess of Wales had a rocky marriage. Prince Charles and Princess Diana had a fairy tale-like royal wedding, but their marriage was unhappy. In Andrew Morton's 1992 biography titled Diana, Her True Story, Prince William and Prince Harry's mom reportedly found herself struggling with her newfound fame. Princess Diana told her friends that the change she went through after officially joining the royal family was just too much for one person to handle. She also admitted that she had pleased, cajoled and quarreled violently to win her husband Prince Charles' assistance, but it didn't work. On that January day in 1982, her first new year within the royal family, she now threatened to take her own life, Morton wrote. He accused her of crying wolf and prepared to go riding on the Sandringham estate. She was as good as her word. Standing on top of the wooden staircase, she hurled herself to the ground, landing in a heap at the bottom. In the same book, Morton claimed that Princess Diana was torn between her world outside and the palace walls. However, although she wanted to enjoy her freedom, she had no plans to divorce the heir apparent. She was tormented every day and in every way by the dilemma of her position, continually torn between her sense of duty to the Queen and nation and her desire to find the happiness she craved, Morton added. Yet in order to find happiness she felt she had to divorce. If she divorced, she worried she would inevitably lose the children she lived for and who gave her such joy. Princess Diana's friend and trainer.